not a lot of heroes wear capes, man, but y'all definitely
Yeah.
got it. A long time.
BJ literally just said you were the first hip hop DJ, and then he took what you started
and turned it into now.
It's 2023 right now.
Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen with him.
Here you
right?
go.
So,
That's his favorite.
He's Jordan, Pippen, right? That's it. Right? Of course, Pippen been cutting up lately, though.
I don't know if you want to be.
Are we on now? I better watch what I say now. Then. Okay. Ed said we
and you
live
said it's
now,
12.
Right?
You said it's 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes. Yep. You ready, Ed?
Oh, okay. I thought it was on.
Okay.
I thought it was. I thought y'all had it on. Tay, can you pull? You got your phone? You can pull it up and watch it on the Facebook. Where your phone at?
I think there's a new link because I had to restart.
Okay, it's still on the site. Is it still on Facebook? Yeah.
Still on Facebook,
Have you may want to share the new link.
See, y'all
on
getting us
Facebook.
all
Did you
this
make a
love
post
with all
yet?
these links, man.
So just take that one down and
share it, Rob.
and copy
share
it.
Man.
And
You
then
got all them followers, man. Share it, man. Share it. Yes, sir.
Actually, yeah, you can go to our page.
I need to reshare it. Oh, wow. See, now I'm about to get Kiara to help me again now.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Let me
Hey.
come back here. Yeah, she gonna have to. I'm gonna watch you do this. So you have to reset it all up for me now, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Where is she live?
So you go back there.
This is
So Ed's got it up now, right?
Yeah.
That's
And I'm
okay.
just gonna take this, what he has on that first link, and I'm gonna put it.
So we'll get rid of the first one then. We don't need to.
That will be on you guys.
Okay.
Cause
Okay.
it's your page.
Okay.
Oh, we live right now.
How you see?
They wonder what we doing because we cut off till we come back.
I'll send them to commercial.
Send them to commercial. They've been in a long commercial break now, about 20 minutes, haven't they, Ed? Okay. Somebody talking about me in South Florida, I think now, right? No, it ain't your fault. It's me.
Yeah, my stuff.
No, it ain't. It's me. Okay. All right, so we good now, right, Kiaris? Okay.
ready.
All right, we ready. Ready, Ed? Ready, Aris? Believe so? Okay, I'm going to hit the start button. All right, so we'll, mics are good. Okay, here we go, man. Rolling. It's the Community Corner with KevyKev. What's up, everybody? How you doing? We are glad to be back in the house for another one. Big shout out to the family, our social media family. Glad to have you with us, and we're glad to be here with the crew. Man, this is I always say this is as they say, real talk. I'm speechless because I have my fam with me today. I mean, we've got some great, exciting things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about an outstanding community event coming up with gaming. If you have interest in gaming, everybody has interest in gaming. You're gonna learn, but you're gonna learn about another side of it too, though. You're gonna learn about the side of getting an education out of it, the business side. We're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna talk to a special group that's doing some, outstanding work with our future with media. And then we're gonna find out about D Smooth and some exciting things that he is doing in the St. Louis area. Also on the way, we're going to talk about some of the OGs, the real OGs, and how they're going to help clean up some things, working to deal with our situation with violence that we've had in our community. So we got some conversations going on with that. And then we'll wrap it up, and we'll get a chance to talk about a good friend of ours who's doing some wonderful things with photography. So all that is coming up on the Community Corner. We're going to kick it off right now, though, with some I won't say I'm getting old. But I am.
You're getting
'cause
young. You're getting
when
young.
your students come back and they're running their businesses and foundations, So, and before we even get going, I got to give a tremendous shout out to my man. This is my brother, all right, Charles Babatu Murphy. I mean, y'all all, everybody knows who he is, but he's the man. Okay, he is the man. He's the man that put me in a position to be able to teach my students. You're going to meet in just a second here. And also a shout out to him because he's going to be celebrating 56 years in the classroom. That is amazing. And he belongs to the St. Louis Public Schools. They are honored. They love him. What a blessing to have him. So I had to get that out. We might even try to sneak a word in with him too before we get done here. But let's get it going. We are in the house here with Miss Kiaris Henry, also with Key Productions. She is here. Okay, with us. And then, of course, BGG, that's Bruh Got Game, if y'all scoring it at home. That's Rob Powell. He is here. And that's right. They are here. And D Smooth is here. We're going to find out about him. But let's talk about it. Key and Rob, you all have a big event coming up with D Smooth. This is going to be exciting. We're going to talk about gaming. And just real quick, I just tell them I was blessed to be able to teach you guys at Carnahan High School. And that was you all were just on a whole nother level. That's all I can say.
That's what's up.
A whole nother level. Right. What are you talking about? We're trying to catch up with you.
No, but when you look at, you have your own video production company, you got your media marketing company, and then you have celebrities here like D Smooth coming together, and then you have your students who are interning with you, working with you. What can we say? But tell everybody about what you all are doing with BGG and ABA. Tell everybody what's going on.
Yeah, well, thank you, Pulley, because if it wasn't for you, we would not be sitting here. And I know your favorite saying is like, what is it, LeBron James and his coach? Say it. What is it?
Well, yeah, like I said, I was saying that Babatu, he's like the LeBron. I'm just maybe somebody on the side coming off the bench helping him out.
You Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Okay. I'll take
that. Yeah.
Greg Popovich.
Yeah. If it wasn't for you, we really wouldn't be sitting here. Coming from being homeschooled and then into St. Louis public schools and not knowing anything about media, and I know that you definitely took me under your wing, definitely had those hard conversations with me, and really, you talked to me for real.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, this is not an industry for people like me. So if I want to pursue in this industry, I need to work twice as hard and be well-rounded in every area. And you helped me see that I'm in high school and you're having this conversation with me because you saw how great I was. And you're like, okay, if you really want to do this, here are the things that you will be facing and the challenges. And going through high school, come in as a sophomore, and Rob was there as a freshman, right?
Yeah,
so he was there with you from the beginning.
Rob interviewed the governor when he was a freshman in high school. How about that?
Yeah, I did. I told him not to, though.
Yeah. Right. But he did.
They was like,
boy, you got to talk to me.
They was like,
I do salute you too, Pulley. You definitely gave me a lot of game. Growing up, I was extremely animated, and I know I had a lot of ideas.
Yes, sir.
I was just all over the place sometimes. But, you let me stay in the classroom and learn
all the
about
time.
Editing videos.
All the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did a technical snafu here.
It's
I
all
didn't
good.
teach you
Hey.
too well, right? I didn't tell you my fault, right?
We all need.
Hey,
we
it's
all
all
need.
good.
You might have to repeat that because I
Of
think
course,
we missed
of
some
course.
things.
We're fine.
Producer Ed, getting me.
We love
Eris,
technical
look,
difficulties.
If it ain't technical difficulties,
right.
that means it
This
ain't real.
Right.
It ain't a real show.
This
you feel me?
This is life.
But, I'm just saying thank you for, being like that mentor, being like that teacher for us. Really, when I was growing up, because like I said, I didn't really have an understanding about what I wanted to do, but I knew that you gave me the tools to, change what I wanted to do. So you gave me the opportunity to edit videos. You put me in charge of the radio program. You feel me? I was the type of dude to put all my friends on. So
Yeah, he still is. Hold up, he still is.
But at a smaller scale, but I was allowed to dream big.
Yes,
and
sir.
now the way that I dream is It's out of here. The
Right.
things that we doing now is
Yeah.
out of here. So I really salute you, Pulley. I salute you as well, Murphy,
Yep,
because you
Mr.
guys was
Murphy.
really
Baba
there.
too.
Y'all was, like I said, not all heroes were capes. Y'all was one of those teachers that really
Yeah.
held us down and made me feel excited to come to school, excited to like play baseball. You know, I was on the
Yeah.
baseball team,
That's
I was on
right.
the football
That's
team.
right. That's right.
Because y'all was, Pulley was in charge of it. So anytime that you was in it, I
I
was
was in it. Yeah, it
And
was.
and she was in
It
it.
was. It was. Fully going. Okay, we going.
Yeah,
Like it was.
It's just,
Oh, my gosh.
what was understood didn't have to be said at
Yeah,
that time.
at
so.
all.
Well, it's not about me. It's about you all. But I will say this. You all laid the foundation, and now I have students like Eris here who's ready to head off to college. And so,
Congrats.
that's a blessing. But tell them, they want to hear about you. You have this community gaming tournament and media expo coming up. It's going to be coming up on the 15th of July. And tell everybody about that. And D Smooth, y'all got some great things happening.
Yeah, me and Robert. So ABA was founded in 2016, and BGG was founded in.
I would say I started doing events. So okay, let's take it back. I started doing events for PlayStation. Like they gave me one event a year to do a philanthropy event. So I was the first person to bring PlayStation into the public schools. So I used Carnahan as my first school to start doing like events with. Doing one event a year really didn't affect PlayStation's bottom line in the sense of like retail, what's selling inside of retail. So I took it upon myself to start my own foundation, not only to just have PlayStation as a partner, but Nintendo and Xbox, so we can be able to make the impact in schools.
Yeah, and 2016 we did our first
first
event was at Carnahan, and then from there we went to Summoner. We just kind of been all over.
Yeah.
And now this is our first annual, because we're gonna keep doing this.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
bringing a gaming tournament and then
Yeah.
everything media. So that is going to be photography, videography, podcasting. We're gonna have live performances. I know you remember Bree, the amazing
yeah.
Bree. Brianna.
Small, big voice.
Right.
She's gonna be performing with her band, like really full circle, bringing everyone in. Even Josh's his little brother,
Jay Bird.
Yep,
Jay Bird's
he'll
been
be
here.
there.
Yeah.
So we're bringing a lot out into the scene, and then D Smooth has been an amazing partner. Look,
D-Smooth.
it hasn't even been a year
Oh,
yet,
man.
and he came in
trailblazer.
full force, ready to go. I'm like, hey, do you want some interns? You want to take this on? He's like, yes, just bring it on. And we've been hitting it so hard. So having the students to come in and work with me with media, Rod with gaming, and then D Smooth as a professional MC and how to talk to people, how to be on the radio and everything like that. So I really appreciate you.
I appreciate
It's
you.
amazing.
I appreciate you and ABA and BGG. Shout out to Brother Murphy and shout out to you,
Yes,
KevyKev, for pulling together some amazing students. And they've honestly taken the brand and enhanced everything I've done when it comes to the team that I'm around, when it comes to the people that I'm around. It's like a family, and I feel like I join into something tight, and I thank them every day for allowing me to be here and be in this space. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be doing this gaming event with them, and I'm looking forward to interning and showing some of the kids how to talk, how to be on radio, how to just treat people, how to just go about being your normal self in a space wherever you are. So I got the chance to do that with them, so I'm always excited.
And you doing it, and I mean, you also do you're a mental health advocate,
Yes.
community activist, motivational speaker. So,
Yes,
so
yes.
everybody because we often hear about where our community is with mental health. Tell everybody about some of the things of what you're doing with that as a mental health advocate.
Absolutely, Kevy, man. So I go personal. I've dealt with a bout of depression, and going through that, I had to figure out how I was going to pull myself out of that, right? And the best way to pull yourself out of something is to find something else that you can put your energy into. Luckily for me, that was my daughter. Shout out to my daughter, Day. I always shout her out every time.
All right.
She's
Oh God,
she's my ray of sunshine.
She loves Key. So she helped me when she was born to pull me out of that dark depression and to put me in a space to where I knew like I have to step up. So at that moment, I knew I was charged with something to show people that yes, in the Black community, we don't understand how mental health affects us, but we have to be face forward with it, and we have to know that it's out there, and we have to seek help. So I'm an advocate for therapy, and I actually go to therapy every week now. So I'm there trying to heal myself. I don't want to create any broken communities. I want to help heal.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, I love that.
That's wonderful. And Key with ABA, and that was the brainchild of you and Babatu. Just kind of tell everybody what you do with ABA.
ABA is a nonprofit organization. We work with a lot of high schoolers, college students, even young adults, like getting them hands-on media training. These two really help a lot when it comes to that. So I can help train them and things like that, but actually put them on sites and events like they're two of our amazing partners, along with you, along with like the Sheldon and the Blues Museum. Like there's so many partners that we have, but to have people actually there with them every step of the way, like they do an amazing job. Like I'm great too, but like I think building a team and having a team that's amazing is just really, really important. I think one thing that me and Robert really stand firm on is being in spaces where we're normally not in. Like we want to be Black people in these spaces. He's doing gaming full-time as a job. I am a full-time media specialist. He's a full-time MC, like showing these students that this is reality and this is real. On top of that is just like
Hey, we're gonna come back because I'm getting the message here that I'm about to get in trouble. We're gonna come back though, and get some things going here because I want to let people, our audience, know how they can connect up and become part of it. All right, so we're talking it over with ABA, the Alumni Broadcast Association, and Bruh Got Game and D Smooth, and we got a whole lot more coming up on the Community Corner. Y'all stay right there. We'll be right back. Okay. Woo, I'm in trouble. Went over there.
Are mics muted? Before I start talking?
You got a little slack. We're muted here? make sure. Okay. Let me. All right, well, everybody's mic is hot now, so here we go, Ed. Okay, here we go, and all right, here we go. Welcome back to the Community Corner with KevyKev, and we're in the house talking it over with the fam here from ABA and BGG and D Smooth, all in the house here. So, what I like the three of y'all to let everybody know how can they become part of it? How can they participate in the big event? And then how can you be part of BGG? How can you be part of ABA? How do you connect with D Smooth? That's what I want to get that information out there.
Okay, yeah. So you can get in. So all right, let me tell everybody, this tournament is going to be for students from 6th grade to 12th grade. We're going to give away $1,000 to the winner of the Smash tournament. We're going to give away $1,000 to the winner of the Mortal Kombat tournament. We're also going to give away a PlayStation 5 and a Nintendo Switch during the event. But we're really trying to unite all the gamers in the community and show students that we can be able to flip the industry from spending all of our money in the gaming industry to actually turn it into a profit for students. We have different roadmaps and pathways so kids can get into the industry, use gaming to become a brand, or get scholarship opportunities to go to school to do esports. You can be able to get involved with BGG on my website, bggfoundation.net. We have volunteer ways you can volunteer or you can donate. You guys can follow me on Instagram at BGGFNDN and my other personal IG at Rob Bruh.
Right,
yes,
You
sir.
can tell he done this before.
Oh, yeah. Thanks to Pooh. Remember,
Right?
He
You
was
have
on
to-
radio, man, back in the day.
This
so.
is your station ID right now.
Yeah.
And they can catch your TikToks too, right? We know.
Yeah,
Oh,
catch
yeah,
it.
he
I'm
has
active on
TikTok.
TikTok too. So yeah, follow me on TikTok at Rob Bruh, on Twitter Rob Bruh, and at YouTube as well at Bruh Got Game and BGG Foundation.
Okay, and one final thing I want to make sure we get in here with you too, Rob, is that there are so many opportunities for students, for the young folks right now to go to school with this gaming, these video games. Tell everybody about just kind of briefly
It's
sum that
amazing.
up.
So the gaming industry is extremely lucrative. You can get into the industry and do anything. I was a part of the gaming industry in the marketing sector. So I marketed the new PlayStation 4, the Pro, the PS5, the VR, when these things was like first groundbreaking technology. So on a marketing standpoint, students can go to college to be in the IT aspect of the gaming universe. They can go into the sales aspect of the gaming universe. It's so many different options. You can even be a game tester getting $75,000 a year for 2K. So what we do at the foundation is really give kids a roadmap. If you want to get into the industry, we help you identify what your passion is and help you turn that passion for gaming into a full-time career.
All right, see there. So there you have it. You got the skills. He can tell you how you. And I know it's at several universities, local universities here.
Yep.
Maryville, the
Lindenwood.
Webster,
So I'm
Lindenwood.
gonna tell you another one. We got a
That's how
partnership
you
going on with St. Louis University.
Okay.
So every year we're working on every year with St. Louis University. We'll do a massive gaming event, and we'll have a special student that can get a full ride to SLU to be able to pursue gaming full time.
Awesome, tremendous.
And then we're going to start a partnership with UMSL because they just started their esports. I think they're starting that in the fall, so they're coming out to our event on Saturday to talk to kids about it and stuff too.
That
So we're
is
really
great.
excited.
And we tell a lot of. I'm sorry, Pully.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We tell a lot of. So I see a lot that's going on. A lot of schools see that esport is a thing. So a lot of schools are jumping on the esport, bandwagon. But a lot of schools don't really necessarily have a plan with their esport, teams.
Yeah.
So working with the foundation, we kind of give them a vision and give the students a plan other than just playing games and going home. We try to help them find a passion as if what it is that they really want to do with gaming, if it's art, if it's music, if it's anything, and we help them out, turn that into a career.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
All right, Key, tell us about the Alumni Broadcast Association. How can someone become part of it? How do they connect with you?
They can just email me at alumnicast@gmail.com. We're on the Facebook at AVAcast, and then on YouTube it's Alumni Broadcasting Association. You can get connected with us. Literally, just come to our event on Saturday. Honestly, But you'll see us all over social media and things like that. Along with being in the community, our last big event we just did was the Juneteenth event with Celeste Grayer. That whole production was put on by our intern. So that's audio production for the full stage and video production as well, along with photography. So we do everything. And then I have two of my mentees here right now. So they're doing some BTS work and things like that. Everything that we do, exactly what Robert was saying. There's so many fields inside of a field that students don't know about, and they don't know unless you come in and you talk to them. So we host panels as well. We go into classrooms. Dee did the last round of I think we did like 5 schools or something like that. We're always in schools talking to kids. Whether you want to go into media or not, it doesn't matter. If you want to be a gamer, how do you make a gaming reel? That's where we come into place. Like, how do you fix your resume or portfolio? How do you sell that and like get sponsorships or even have people just come out and support you? So if you want to get connected with us, you can just look up Alumni Broadcasting Association and we'll pop up. We're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for mentees. We're always looking for more people to partner with. So if you're looking for interns, please reach out to us as well.
ABA.
Yes, ABA.
Alumni Broadcast Association. Awesome. And D Smooth.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about how can they connect up with you and with all
Absolutely.
and to be caught, because it sounds like you're doing some great things too. And you look like you need looking for more young folks to join you.
Kevin, I was just going to say that if you do reach out to Key or ABA, please do that. Please reach out to me because I'm gonna send y'all back over to Key to make sure that y'all get the correct and appropriate training. So when we go out in the field and when we're doing things and when you're helping me or when we on my radio show or whatever we're doing, you can be trained properly. You can reach out to me at DSmooth, DSMOOVEE on IG. And when you go to IG, click on that link and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel, I have to shout out to my team. They helped with everything,
They do
all the
everything.
components. I know how to do a lot of those things because Key taught me, but they help with literally everything, and that is like our baby, and that's one thing that I really want to push because my team is behind it for 100%. So go subscribe to the YouTube channel, On the Streets 314. That's how you can catch up with me.
That's how you do it.
They produce everything. They do the scripts, the directing, the editing, social
It's a great
media.
show, by the way. Great show.
Thank you so much.
I've seen it on you, and it's on you. You can see it all on YouTube, and man,
Absolutely.
they're doing some great work there. I tell you. Well, listen, I just want to thank you all so much.
Thank
and,
you.
And you
Appreciate
got to
you.
come
Thank
back.
you, man.
Nah,
Yeah.
y'all
The
got to
GOAT.
come back.
Murph the GOAT.
Murph is the GOAT. and see, we got a show coming up with Murph because
I'm gonna be on this one.
yeah,
I'm be on
he's
that
gonna
one.
come back and he's gonna play some songs and he's gonna tell us how do you have success in the classroom for 56 years. That's so we're gonna get that from Charles Baba to Murphy. I'm looking forward to that, and thanks so much to the interns they're awesome. You got a great team there. All right, so hey. It all happens on the 15th. It's going to be going on this Saturday. It is going to be a fantastic day, and you get a chance to just check the whole crew out. You all are all going to be there. It's the Community Gaming Tournament and Media Expo, July 15th. It's going to be at the Whitfield Foundation, right?
Yes.
2631
Yes. Shout out to
2631
Mark.
Gravois
Gravois.
on the south,
Yes.
baby.
on the south.
We in the city.
2631 Gravois. And it's going to be, and again, you can win $1,000 cash, first place in Smash and MK.
Yeah, so we're getting 1,000 in Smash and 1,000 in MK. So we're giving away 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2,000.
So come get y'all some money. Get
Come
out the
get
game
some
in your
money.
house. Get on the game with us.
We're giving
That's
that
good.
way.
Some
Yeah.
money.
And get you some money.
Yeah.
Get it. All right. Thanks so much, y'all, for coming by. We appreciate you. And nothing but love, y'all, my family. And I'm looking for y'all to come back again.
We'll be biting.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back. All right. Y'all stand by, too, because we're going to talk about some issues in our community and how we can move toward making some change for good, for positive. We got Darren Seals and Sankofa Unity organizations coming up to talk about some projects that he has going on, some huge projects coming up next. This is the Community Corner with KevyKev. All right, y'all. Thanks so
Is the
much,
mics
man.
muted?
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate
Is
you.
the mic's muted?
The mics are muted now. All right, D, you hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I got you too. I hear him.
All right.
Yep, I got him. Oh yeah, that's right. I only need okay, and the mic right here. Okay. All right, Ed. So Ed is only making me keep rolling here, Aaron. So we'll keep rolling. All right. 7. Okay, 14. Okay, good. Here we go. That was 7. So we got to go about 15, and we're taking 2. Okay, you ready? Okay. All right. Going here. Our next guest is Darren Seals with Sankofa, and we say good evening to you, Darren. How you doing?
I'm all right. What's going on, KevyKev?
Good. Hey, it's always an honor to talk to you, Darren. And I don't have to tell you, Darren, I see you everywhere on TV and on social media, and you have become one of the leaders really trying to work with so many others just with what has been taking place in our community, with what we've seen in recent times with just some of the unsafe situations and violence that we've been experiencing. And it's been just horrific. And before we get started, let me just ask you, what do you see things right now?
I think probably in the next 5 years, if everybody work together and try to come to like one cause, like one puzzle. You know what I'm saying? One puzzle missing, we can't put that puzzle together. So I feel in the next 5 years, I think we should be able to raise our head above this nonsense that we got back in St. Louis.
And Darren, I know you talked about it, and like you said, nonsense that has been taking place, and losing our children. And I know that you have an approach coming up where you and some of the individuals, like you said, that really, I would say, put us in a situation where we are now in terms of the groundwork was laid for some negativity. And now we're at a point where there's some accountability taking place, and you have individuals saying, hey, we helped put us in this situation, and now we really working. We want to be part of the solution to make things better, right?
Right.
So tell us.
So Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me explain. I mean, cut you off. But see, it's like this. Everybody got their why in life, and everybody got their goal. Everybody got something to do in life, right? That's your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if you fell off the ship, and these guys that I'm bringing to the table, I'm not gonna look at the destruction that they did. The past is the past. We can't bring that back, right?
Right.
So just for all of them coming together to say, I messed this up, I want to be part to clean it up. So I don't fault nobody what you did in the past. You beat me up last week. Okay, you won. Let's make peace this week and have a better day. That's how I'm looking at it. So they beat up St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? No, we ain't got to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down, they beat up St. Louis. Everybody did some dirt. Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody did some dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But are you willing and be man enough to come to the table and fix the mistake that you made? So I came up with a thing. It's called a dinner table among thieves. I have some top names that's heard me talking about on Facebook. One heard me, and then the next one like, hey, I want to be part. Then I want to be part. Hey, how can I help? So now we got over 75 to 100 black men that did destruction in St. Louis that's willing to come to the table and fix what they messed up. Now that's big, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, anybody watching, listening now, they would say, how are you going to do that, Darren? How are you and the team that you have put together, how will you do it? Because you were just part of a conference a week ago trying to address it and making progress, I know, but people would ask, how will you do it? What's the approach?
The approach is everybody's doing a part. I really can't tell it, the secret, Kev. You got to come at the sit down, man.
Okay.
Because St. Louis is I'm not a copycat. I'm one of them guys that say, you know what, let's put together a plan and we go ahead and do it. But it got to be a real legit plan. If I got some real major names, you know what I'm saying. When we say some names that the folks ran from these names, that long time ago, they was trying to help the city, but different folks that was in power ran from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first came on board, I kept saying, only people that's going to fix the streets are the ones that messed it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back, some names like Dennis Heyman. That's big name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Lorenzo Petty, Danny Barnett, Richard Jackson, Harry Easton, Tommy Chapman. You know what I'm saying? Charles Noble,
Mm-hmm.
Odell Thomas, Richard Layton. I had to go back, get the OGs who had a different vision, did whatever they did, and now they're trying to help the city to say, you know what? The code is broke.
Mm-hmm.
So now we coming to the table and sit down and we're going to really put together a plan. If you from the south side, go to the south side and clean it up. You from the north side, go to the north side and clean it up. That's a little bit of what we're trying to do. Then the code that we putting out to every young man in St. Louis. And Kev, you know the code was always this. Women and children was off limits, right?
Right.
Why we got so many young women getting killed? Because there's no one teaching them to say, stop this, man. Stop this, man. We bringing on generational curses after curses after curses after curses. So we all agreed to say, you know what, it ain't about what they did or whatever who they named. They willing to come together and sit down and say, let's fix this problem. And I believe, like I always said, we ain't gonna change St. Louis, but I promise you, we'll spark the mind. It will.
Okay. And in the past, we've heard that the old, of course, African adage, it takes a village. We've seen efforts from elected officials. We've seen efforts from law enforcement. We've seen social services. We've seen the church. And I don't want to speak for you. I can't speak for you, but I would imagine you would say that you do need all of these entities to be part of it, along with what you're doing.
Right. Everybody got to be on board, Kevin. This is just a vision that I had where I can say, all right, we tried this, it didn't work. We tried that, it didn't work. Let's get something else a shot. Let's do something different. You know what I'm saying? If we can think outside the box, if we can get the stories, the testimonies to say, you know what, I did 25 years flat in the penitentiary. Look, brother, this is what I see through my eyes. Them are the stories that they have to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys, we're not afraid. We're not going to be afraid to go in different neighborhoods. We're going in all the neighborhoods. We're not afraid of going to where it's hot at. You know what I'm saying? I don't take nothing from no other organizations that tried to do it, but we going to keep on doing it. And guess what, kid? We ain't on nobody's payroll.
Okay.
That's the best thing I like about it. We ain't on nobody's payroll. You know what our payroll is?
What's that?
Man up. I messed up. I'm a man up, and I'm a fix it. Because I always tell people, I've been saying this since day one. We don't have a car theft problem. We don't have a dope problem in America. Let's go from California to New York to Jersey, Vegas, Texas, New York, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago. We don't have a dope problem or men that's doing destruction. We got a man problem in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
We got a man problem across the world where you got to look at the system. We got to change the system. We change the system within our hearts. Then, like you said, it takes a village. It takes everybody. I remember I used to do dirt at 6 o'clock in the evening. My daddy and them didn't get off work until late. I was getting a whooping later on, and plus, guess what? I got a whooping when? The moment that neighbor got it.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to regroup, level up, and try to do something different in all our communities.
And when you look at this, what role do you think that, we talked about organizations. What about education in schools? What role do you see the schools playing in trying to make a difference, making a change?
Well, I mean, like I said, Kevin, everybody got their role, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't want to learn, and I'm speaking because I deal with a lot of youth. I don't want to learn because this don't bring in no money. But if we can regroup and show them how, remember back in the day when you was coming up, Kev, you can go to tech schools and learn different things. We don't have that no more.
Mm-hmm.
So the music is turning the kids out. Now, if they ain't got nothing to work for, to strive for, like I remember my mother sent me out in Oakville, take wood tech.
Mm-hmm.
It was totally different. But in the city schools, they don't have that.
Okay.
So we got to get the men that know how to do drywall, construction, plumbing. That's what we looking for. All the OGs that know how to do something. Anybody that got a business, come back and teach these kids that I respect the game. You making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a night selling fentanyl, but that game ain't gonna teach you that you're gonna get a bullet in the back of your head, or 2, 3 guys gonna kick your mama house in and hold her hostage. See, them are the rules that they don't talk about. So me going to get the guys who actually did the destruction, now they bring it to the table. So it's gonna be a rated R conversation where the real deal ain't no let down, and the guys, we not getting guys ain't no halfway in, halfway out. We don't want them guys. We want the guys that's fully committed and change for our people.
So those listening, and like you say, there might be someone listening that does have a business. It could be in construction, what have you, and need people. How do they go about making a connection to connect with you?
They can call me Kevin. You know, I've been telling them, I've been doing this for 7 years, and now I'm going state to state. You know, like right now I'm out here in Vegas talking to other guys that's trying to give back. You know what I'm saying? They on board. I got guys, and it ain't no all black guys. I met a guy from Canada, a white guy that's actually trying to come to St. Louis and show them his friend owned a Lamborghini shop. He want to show them everything that's possible to try to change man personality of trying to say, I'm trying to do something wrong. Okay, now let us show you how to do something right. That's all we trying to do. And if the mothers understand that you don't want your son in that hole, on that cell, or in that box, come and listen, because the teaching got thrown off somewhere. So through the board of education, we're going to try to get in every school and teach these kids something that they never thought about. It's a way out. It's a way, you know what I say? It's a way out the ghetto. Not that we in the ghetto, because the ghetto is a group of people living. The suburbs is a group of people living. Community, a group of people living. We have to break down that concept from our mindset to say, you know what? I want to do something different. And if you do something different, you learn something different, what you do something different.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to ask you this too, Darren. Visiting with Darren Seals from Sankofa, and he is on a mission to really help address some of the violence that is taking place in our community in recent times here. There was, of course, we just recently had the 4th of July holiday, and I'm sure you saw the scenes, the pictures of some of the things that were taking place, in particular in the downtown area. I even saw an interview with former police chief Clarence Harmon speaking to it, and it kind of left him at a loss for words. I'm just kind of wondering when you saw that and what happened with porta potties being blown up with fireworks and those type of things. What comes to your mind? What was your response to that?
My response was, Kevin, when I saw it, it was based on any negative I see on radio, TV. I heard anything negative in a conversation. The first thing that comes to my mind is, where they daddy at? I can guarantee you, all them kids downtown, they running wild because the father is not there. We got to put the structure back into their hearts, back in their mind. Like I got a guy, Kevin. This is going to be some big stuff that he got a way that, you know, he putting $5 million of his own money into this cause, bro. It's like we hitting it from all angles. So just imagine if I take 500 men downtown. We ain't coming to fight. We ain't coming to show nobody up. We just trying to show these young brothers, hey, it's somebody out here love you, man. Make it home like Kev. I had a party, man, with 2,200 kids.
Okay. No
police. No, they was all in one building. They went outside, no fights. It was strictly on, bro, make it home to your mama. And I always tell every young brother, bury your mother. Don't let your mother bury you. So we got to regroup and put the structure back in our house. So I tell the guy, hey, man, get back into the family. It ain't about you getting back with the young lady who personal problem. Know where your son and know where your kid at and regroup, level up. That's the whole part of life to me. But I had to learn it the hard way. I tell people I wasn't the best dad, but I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? You can't take back the past.
That's it.
But we gotta regroup, man, and level up. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, I know we just about out of time. Darren, I really appreciate you, as always, taking time out to talk about this topic. And I know we're going to continue to hear more about you and how things are coming along. And I know we can count on you to come back and just keep us informed.
Oh, yes, sir. Anytime, KevyKev. The sit down is strictly what it is. Come on, sit down. And only people that's going to fix this is the men. The men got to step up and do it. Lately, all our politicians, all of them, they've been ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now we got to get back in the groove and, not knocking what nobody did or what they do. It's just the men. Our voices got to be heard in our communities. And if they don't hear our voice, the young guys look at it, don't nobody care, so I'm going to keep on doing what I do.
Okay.
I talk at a school, Kevin, it's like 300 kids. 250 ain't got their fathers in their life. So something wrong with that. We got to regroup.
All right, Darren. Well, thanks so much for taking time out and safe travels back. And we're going to look forward to hearing from you about how things are coming along. Definitely.
Yes, sir. Make sure you tell them to sit down. It's the 21st of this month at 6 o'clock at 6100 Emma. They want to contact me. They can contact me at 314-415-0997 or show up, get your pencil, paper, and we're going to work, man.
All right. That's Darren Seals with Sankofa Unity Center, and it's coming up on the 21st, and it's the sit down. Darren, thanks so much. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks. Thanks for having me.
All right. That's Darren Seals, and he is doing some great work in the community. All right. Stand by. We've got more in the Community Corner coming up. We're going to talk some photography coming up next and how some young photographers are going to be developed right here in St. Louis. This is the Community Corner with KevyKev. All righty. Miss Lois. Lois, you're great. Lois is on mic 5, right? No, she's on mic 4. She's on mic 4. Right, Ed? Yeah. Okay. All right, we got it here. Okay, Lois, you ready?
No.
We got you. You ready?
I didn't want to do this. I'm hanging out with y'all.
Yeah, you in the house with us here. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's the Community Corner with KevyKev, and again, thanks to all of our guests. It's been really informative today. And our next guest is just a dear friend. When you say community and arts, this lady, her name is synonymous with that. That's what she does. And you talk about art and photography. She's worldwide. I mean, every place from, you name it, from Africa to China to Haiti to France, England, London. She does it all over. Australia, right? I think I can add that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I haven't been to Australia.
That's probably the only continent yet.
And I'm going to South Korea next. The next trip.
South Korea next. All right. We have as a special guest here on the Community Corner, Lois Ingram of Studio 858, which is she's been a photographer for over 4 decades. Is that right? 3 decades? What am I?
35 years.
35 years.
Well, that's business, and I
guess
being a entrepreneur.
An entrepreneur, of course.
But I've been doing photography since middle school.
Since middle school, here she is. And she hasn't long gotten out of high school. So no, she not far from it though.
I love the thought.
But she's been teaching students photography and video and arts for so many years, and she just dedicated to her community. Lois, thanks so much for being on the Community Corner. And you have some sensational opportunities right now for youngsters interested in photography and the arts. You are teaching photography right now this summer.
Yes, this summer.
Free.
Free.
Let me say
I
that.
got to say that. And we're
Right.
we're actually looking for young people between the ages of 13 and 19. They can scoot up a little bit more up to 20, 21, because today we had, thank you, today we had a few people who were older, but we were trying to get maybe about 10 more young people to come in and to participate in the this summer workshop. It's only going to be 4 weeks, and it's 4 days. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We are not doing anything on Friday. We may have a big event where it's just a pizza thing, just to say, see you later, have a good year in school and what have you. But it's so far it's been fun. I've gotten some young people come in, and they're really interested, and their heads are a little blown when they leave out, but they have learned quite a bit, and things that they said, I didn't know that was there. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know. So they have quite a few questions. They know that they can ask anything, and I'm willing to answer to the best of my abilities.
Well, Lois, the question is, how are we doing developing our young photographers? Because I guess we all have these in our hands now. We're taking a lot of photos with our cell phones now, right? How are we doing? Because I know we're taking, and these phones can take some really wonderful photos
Yes,
now.
they can. Yes, they can.
But how do we get back to that art, the art where we're learning about lighting and lenses and composition? Are we still doing a good job of getting our young people prepared in the arts of photography like that?
So when you have the cell phone in hand, you feel empowered because you are able to document. So those same students, once they have this small container in their hand and they become interested in photography, then they reach out. They want that camera because they know that it does more, and then you are able to create from that. With the camera, the AI pretty much does most of it. It creates the thing for you. So if you're interested in learning what the AI is doing and how you can control what it does, you can learn the basics and then learn from there to create using the camera.
So the cell is a great foundation.
Yes,
for us, right?
It is a wonderful thing. I was in New York a few weeks ago, and my husband, this first time, he went into a camera shop. He didn't realize how many photographers and how much equipment and how much everything. Once you get exposed to the photography, that's the bug. And you end up adapting your whole lifestyle to create wealth for you so you can create, get better lenses, get better equipment. But once you get that bug, if you're really interested in photography, there is no doubt that you would want a camera. You'd want a camera, a DSLR, so that you can create the imagery in the fine arts. You can determine what it looks like, the depth of field, your composition, all the aspects.
You're giving me some terms. If I'm listening and watching, I'm hearing. Tell everybody, what is a DSLR? What is that?
A digital reflex lens camera. It is with the SLRs with film cameras. So they just put the D for digital. Okay. So it's SLRs with the D.
Okay.
So I was a film person, and in the studio right now, we're probably one of the only places that still have the dark room, and people can come and rent the dark room, and they will have to bring paper, but we have the chemicals. So if anybody's interested in processing film, we have the facility to accommodate the film person. And they are coming back to that. I mean, if a minute ago, and I'm going to say that because it was maybe 10 years ago, a minute ago, they just went DSLR crazy. They went digital. But now some of the fine arts students, they want to know how to capture the images using film. And so now I have students who on spring break or on a winter break or summer break, they come in to rent the studio, and they're there all day.
Wow, all day. So this summer, you like I said, you're teaching students photography. They get a chance to work with you. You're actually hands-on with them, and you don't have to have a camera to be in your program either, right? You don't have.
No, the cameras will be provided for them. They may have to partner with someone because we have enough for 10 students, and we're trying to get up to 20. So they may partner with someone who may know a little bit more than they do, or they know more than the person. So we're going to try to equally yoke the person so they're learning from each other as well as learning from me, so we can keep them interested.
Okay.
You know, you meet new people too, and that's part of photography, meeting folks all around the world.
Sure.
Because I am a traveling bug. That's
we know that.
Yeah. So I just got back from Canada for my birthday. I was trying to be at the highest point in North America, which is the CN Towers.
Yeah.
And then I had a very pleasant time taking photographs there.
Well, you in Niagara Falls?
That was 90 minutes from me. I went there for the jazz festival.
Okay.
You know, I had to hang out with jazz artists because I love all the arts. So that and jazz is one of my genres I am very connected to.
Yeah. That's so this summer you're gonna have this program, and so how can someone get in contact with you? What is there anything? You just told us that it has that great value, that the great price is free. Yes. So how do they reach out and connect with you and Studio 858 and do it?
Okay, so the location where I stationed in the city at Trinity Church, because it made it convenient for people to walk to me if they need to. But I'm trying to get students from the city area. Mm-hmm. Okay, and so the location is at 600 North Euclid at Washington.
Okay.
And it's Trinity Episcopal Church. And it's from 10 to 2 every day except Fridays. And my name is Lois Ingram, and my number is area code 314-276-9272. And if you could leave a message, because we do get a lot of spam on this phone, if you can leave a text message, I'd appreciate it. But if you show up, we'll be receiving you. We would definitely, if you show up at 10 o'clock, you can come on in. It's free. There's nothing, and we will feed you.
You'll feed them. Oh my!
Yeah, we'll make sure you get some lunch. It's a
simple
lunch. Yeah, it's a simple lunch, but it is something so you can have some food. But you'll learn photography, the basics, and when you walk away from me, you'll be thinking you're a professional.
Oh, no question. We know. I tell you, I have seen Lois over the years, and I've seen her students. Many of them are professionals now, doing weddings and just you name it. They're working in all areas of photography. And again, her number is 314-276-9272. That's Lois Ingram. That's INGRUM.
Correct.
That's
that
it.
Correct.
So we know that. And as we wrap it up with you, Lois, what would you say, even the person out there trying to learn, and hopefully they'll be coming to you this summer, but if they've got that cell phone, if they started with that, what's the key to taking those Lois Ingram type photos with a cell phone, if that's possible, right? Is that possible to do that?
It is possible.
Okay.
I'm not going to downplay photography in any genre. So we do teach a cell phone, because some of the images that are going online could be helped. Okay. So we do teach how to hold the camera. One of the main things with cell phone photos is people are pushing and shaking the phone as they press the shutter. Okay. And it's just out of focus.
So how do we fix that? With those listening want to take better photos, how do we fix that?
Until you get control of your hands and be still with it, hold your breath. When you hit that shutter, just hold your breath. What that does have a tendency to hold your body still. When people hold their breath, they have a tendency to hold still. Okay. So that helps. That's the first thing that I instruct. One thing that I do say, that the being able to be traced, people should turn those off. Because you shooting images in your home, and they find you. They can find you. So we do have a safety process that we work with students to help them be safe using cell phones in photograph, especially of themselves and their homes.
Gotcha.
But the name of the program is Youth Empowerment for the Future. So I'm hoping everyone will come out.
Youth Empowerment for the Future.
Awesome. Yes.
Awesome.
And it's just a community event that you come in, you don't have to bring a camera, and you can learn photography.
Awesome.
We will be videoing too. We'll be learning video because we're going to work with some students that do videography.
That is terrific. That is Lois Ingram. And, of course, she's with Studio 858, and she has the summer program Empowering the students in the arts with photography. Again, the number to call for Lois is 314-276-9272. Lois, I'm always trying to get you on. Thanks. and we're going to get you back again because we're going to get to see some of those images that you take this summer with your students. All right. Lois, you're going to take us home. Thanks so much for coming on the Community Corner.
Thank you for having me.
All right. That's Lois Ingram. I want to say big shout out to Lois. Thank you. Thanks to Ed Gratter who stays on me. Make sure we get this show together as always. All right. And we'll talk to you next time. I'm KevyKev. Thanks to Aris Taylor. We'll talk to you next time on the Community Corner. All right. We are done here, Lois. We are finished.
Now, so was I talking too much, Ed?
No, it's not your fault.
No, you were great, Lois.
Is that extra questions to give? Well, how over were we?
You weren't over at all. You were right at 12. You're perfect. Not even
seconds.
5. It was 12:04. Right. It was.
You're old.
No, it was right on 12.
I was 5 seconds over.
No, it was 12. It was 12. It wasn't even 5 over. Right. Okay. Facebook, y'all take it easy.
No, I appreciate you all. I really do.